When hope is gone, undo this lock and send me forth on a moonlit walk. Release restraint level 0. Hey kids, wanna see a dead body?
Hi guys, this is the Void of the Ravenclaw. Welcome back to another fanfiction story. Let's get right into this. As we start our story off, the creation of the Phantom Zone. No one truly knows how the Phantom Zone was created, but the moment the Phantom Zone was used as a prison for the criminals of Krypton, for some reason, the Phantom Zone itself used the model of a Kryptonian to create an entity that was directly connected with the zone itself. As you see a young boy with red eyes and black and white hair in the Phantom Zone, that he has a solid body, as he spends his existence looking over the prisoners that were sent into the Phantom Zone. At first, the young entity was confused why there's people here, but eventually began to serve as a warden for the criminals, on his own free will, of course. The prisoners would come and go, serve their time, but the young boy would remain. He was a constant thing when it came to the Phantom Zone. He was the manifestation of the zone itself. No one truly knows why he remains in the Phantom Zone, or how he was created. He was just there. He's neither good or evil. He exists as a guardian of the Phantom Zone. He soon took it upon himself to serve as a warden for the prisoners. He was well kept secret from the council, the Kryptonian Council. They know of his existence, but they don't dare to interact with him. The last time they tried, they barely made it out alive. Despite the entity's looks like a small boy, he's far from just a child. For some reason, the Kryptonians don't know the reason why the entity took the form of their species, but for some reason the entity shows signs of power they have never seen before. Announced to the Kryptonians, they have the same capabilities when they're exposed to a yellow sun. Because they only have red sun or a red sun, they never knew their potential to have overwhelming abilities. The day arrived when the unknown entity saw the Lord of Chaos for the very first time. The day has finally arrived when the entity saw General Zod for the very first time. The Kryptonite Council sent him here to the Phantom Zone because of the virus he released on Krypton. He was sent here for punishment for his crime against his own people, as Zod's been here for about a year. He finally came to face with the entity that is known as the Unknown Kryptonian, alongside with his wife. As the entity looks around the age of 9. Who are you? I am known as the Unknown Kryptonian. Many people believe I am a sentient. Many people believe that I was here since the creation of the zone. But that's neither here or there. I was simply curious about you, prisoner. Out of all the prisoners I witnessed, that's been sent here. You have piqued my interest. Something about you seems different from the others. And I'm also curious about your homeworld, known as Krypton. Why does your species use the zone as a prison? It would be easier just to execute your prisoners. I can't really answer that because I don't know. A well-known scientist from the House of L discovered this place and they've been using this as a prison ever since then. How did you get here? I've always been here, Zod. Not even I know where I came from. But I found my purpose as the warden for you prisoners. Simply because I can. Give me your hand. I wish to know you. What do you mean? I wish to learn. I wish to see your memories. With your permission, of course. What if I don't agree to this? Then I'll find another. Then we will never meet again. And I will continue my purpose. Very well. The moment the unknown Kryptonian entity touched Zod's hand, a burst of memories entered his mind of war, carnage, betrayal, love. Between Zod and a woman he called Ursa that's standing right behind him. There's parts of Zod's memories that he truly doesn't understand. As he removed his hand from Zod, thank you for the knowledge, General. I've learned a lot. I have a lot of things to process. We will not meet again. The entity that looks like a young boy calmly walks away from Zod and Ursa without giving her a glance. Are you alright, husband? I'm fine, my beloved. I'm just unnerved. I had no idea this place had such entity in it. He might look like a Kryptonian boy, but he's something else entirely. Whatever he is, it would be wise not to cross him. I've never seen you like this, husband. I've heard stories about him back on Krypton. I thought they were just stories. I never thought they were actually real. Regardless of what he is, we need to find a way out of here. Sounds like a plan, husband. I really don't want to spend any more time here than I have to. We have to find a way back. Agreed. A lot of time has passed as the entity that is known as the unknown Kryptonian started to get more violent since he saw General Zod's memories of war. It affected the entity quite a lot. Being exposed to such negative emotions and memories shaped the unknown entity in the unforgiving, cruel entity that started to hunt down and torture anyone that stepped out of line. Somehow the entity was able to cause anyone that's in the Phantom Zone great pain, even though they don't even have a physical body. Despite his cruelty, the unknown entity, known as the unknown Kryptonian, was quite curious about the emotion of love, but he put that in the back of his mind for now, as he continues his existence as a so-called so-called warden of the Phantom Zone. He was quite curious why there wasn't any new prisoners, or the prisoners that are already here are not leaving. Normally, they would serve their time and they would disappear one by one, and more would appear, but for some reason it stopped. And he was curious about that, like they were just left there to rot. But the entity did not know the planet known as Krypton was destroyed So he continued his role as the warden until one day a young boy with a cat on his shoulder did approach the entity known as the unknown Kryptonian. Good evening. Good evening. I've been wanting to meet you for quite some time now. I am Klarion. I am one of many lords of chaos. You don't belong here. There hasn't been there hasn't been a new arrival for quite some time now. Why have you approached me? Simple. As we speak, the Kryptonian known as Zod is escaping your little phantom zone. Escape? There is no escape. Not unless I willed it. Regardless if you will or not, he's already in the process of escaping your little phantom zone. There is a Kryptonian on Earth that's planned to use your phantom zone as a prison, like the past Kryptonians, before their demise. What do you mean? You see, unfortunately, their home planet was destroyed. Many people believe a stray meteor hit the planet, but I suspect it was a being called a Brainiac. I never really cared to find out the truth. It really doesn't interest me, anyways. But I would like to form a temporary alliance with you. You're different from anything else I have come across. I could tell you have power. I could tell you're very ancient, like myself. It's only a matter of time before the Kryptonian known as Kal-El is known by Superman on Earth will be sending his enemies to your phantom zone. I see. Klarion could tell that the entity was quite upset over this, even though he has a blank expression on his face. What's your offer? Simple. Because of our little bit of... Simple. Because, sir, I want to cause a little bit of chaos and carnage. And the one known as Superman has a little group called the Justice League. And they'll continue to misuse your zone for their own ends, and I expect you're not very pleased with that. I'm far from pleased. Please. I'm quite furious. What do you say, entity? Do you want to team up and cause some chaos? Very well. I accept your proposal, Klarion. Excellent. This is my familiar, Tico. We're going to have so much fun together. As Klarion opened a portal to Earth. Shall we go, partner? Very well. I'm right behind you. I'm also curious of the outside world of the Phantom Zone. This will be enlightening. I am curious, though. I could tell you have power. The simple fact that you have your physical body. I do have a theory that you're able to leave the Phantom Zone at will. I'm just curious, why haven't you? Correct, I have the capabilities to leave the zone if I choose to. I just never had the desire to. But I do need to return Zod and his wife to the zone. No one escapes on my watch. It makes me look bad. Interesting. Very well. Shall we? We shall. As they both went through the portal, as the unknown Kryptonian found himself on Earth, as he sees the planet is filled with plant life, He's never seen anything like this place before. It's completely different it's completely different compared to the zone. The planet Earth thriving with nature compared to the desolate wasteland of the zone. Where are we? I believe we're somewhere in Rome. Come on, Tickle. Let's see what kind of mischief we can get ourselves into. Klarion and the unknown entity walk around as they made their way to an old-looking temple. It's the Temple of Zeus, one of many of his temples that are still reside in Rome. When Klarion entered the temple, this place seemed better days, dusty. I guess not a lot of people worship Zeus nowadays. Now that's a hideous statue. As Klarion stares at the statue of Zeus. Now how can I improve this? Let's see. I have an idea. Klarion snapped his fingers as the statue has a wig and a dress. As Klarion fell down on the floor, laughing. That's a better improvement. Don't you think, my new friend? What purpose is that for? I just found it. Sorry, give me a second, guys. I just found it funny. That's all. Let's wreck this place. This is only one of many temples we're going to visit on our little tour around Rome. Klarion begins demolishing the temple with his magic, destroying anything in the temple that isn't nailed down. Altars, paintings, pottery, anything he could destroy. The unknown Kryptonian has his hands behind his back watching the witch boy handiwork. While he's watching the witch boy having fun wrecking the temple, the unknown Kryptonian walks over to the humongous statue of Zeus. I suppose I should do something to help out. Let's see. Oh, I have an idea. The entity pressed one of his fingers on the humongous statue as black surge of energy shoot throughout the whole statue as it comes to life, wreck the city. As the statue walks out of the temple, breaking through the wall. This one. This is going to be so beneficial. This is going to be so beneficial partnership. You're not as lame as everyone else. At least you know how to have a good time. Come on, partner. Let's go watch your handiwork in action. Whose temple was this anyways, Klarion? Some lame stuck-up god known as Zeus. I just wanted to piss him off. Klarion walked out of the temple with the unknown Kryptonian. The moment he stepped outside, a rogue lightning bolt came down shooting towards Klarion as he calmly steps to the side as the lightning bolt missed the witch boy. As the witch boy looks at the sky, nice try, Zeusy. Next time, bring your A game. As Klarion walks away laughing, let's make a pit stop. I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm getting a craving for strawberry ice cream. After all, it's my favorite flavor. As Tickle transformed into a female humanoid cat form, as she picks up the ice cream truck and slams it on its side, as she rips through the metal like it was paper of the truck, as Klarion goes through the different types of ice cream to find his favorite flavor. Of course they wouldn't have any of my favorite type of ice cream. Oh, A cake shop. Let's take a gander, shall we? As Klarion had Tico smash the door to the cake shop, as the alarms did go off because it's closing time, as it's pitch black at night, it's pretty much nighttime. As Klarion doesn't care, he completely ignored the close sign that was on the door originally. The unknown Kryptonian sat on the table while his new companion is stuffing his face with different type of cakes, while the humanoid Tico, well, cat form basically, walked up to the unknown Kryptonian and stared at him and sat down right next to him. She seems to like you. She wants to be scratched behind the ear. She likes that. The unknown Kryptonian was confused, but he ultimately did scratch the humanoid cat behind the ears, as in the humanoid form, as as he hears the Tico purring from the attention. They were interrupted by a local police officer aiming their guns at the both of them. Freeze! You're under arrest. As Klarion and the unknown Kryptonian completely ignored the human, the police officer grabbed onto the unknown Kryptonian's shoulder. As he placed his hand over the man's chest, as he immediately gets sucked into the phantom zone. I don't like being touched. Have fun. Where did he send that human? To the zone. I'll release him once I deem that he learned his lesson for touching me. Well, that's neat. I didn't know you can send anyone there by just touching them. Of course I can. I have complete control when it comes to the zone. Me and the Phantom Zone are connected. Nice. Let's go. I've had enough. I've had enough sweets. Let's go visit some of the other temples around Rome. They all walked a while as they approached their next stop. Ooh, look at that! The Temple of Ares. I got a perfect idea. This color for this temple doesn't suit it. I have a better shade of color. With his magic, Klarion changed the color of the Temple of Ares into a very bright pink color, as Klarion couldn't help but start laughing his ass off. I have to take a picture of this. This is just too good to pass up. Hey partner, let's do a selfie. As Klarion take out a phone that just appeared out of nowhere in his hands, as he took a selfie with the unknown Kryptonian while doing a peace sign together with the unknown Kryptonian with the pink temple in the background, as he posted all over social media for kicks and giggles. Meanwhile, the humongous statue of Zeus is still wrecking the city, causing mass chaos. As a burst of flames appeared, or materialized in front of Klarion, as Ares, the god of war, comes into view. You little bastard! I'm gonna kill you for this. Well, 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 it isn't Ares, the god of war himself. Do you like what I did to your temple? Personally, it's a much better shade of color. How I remodeled your temple. It doesn't really match your whole attire. Let's fix that. As he changed Ares' black armor into a bright pink color, much better. It brings out your eyes. As Klarion simply laughs as he's mocking the god of war to his face. Ares rushed towards the witch boy to strike him across the face, only for his fist to get grabbed by the unknown Kryptonian. As the unknown Kryptonian struck Ares across the face as he goes flying into his own temple. That was close. Thanks for the help. Well, you have your fun. I'm gonna go off and head to another location so I can remodel some more of these Olympians' gods' temples. I'm having too much fun. Very well, Klarion. I'll handle this, God of War. Don't have too much fun now. By the way, what is your name? I really don't want to keep calling you the unknown Kryptonian. That's a good question. I will allow you to give me a name, Klarion. Let's see, George? Nah. Bob? No. That doesn't fit. Jacob? No, that doesn't fit you very well. Ah, I got it. As he slammed his right fist into the left palm of his hand. Izuku. I like the sound of that. Very well, Klarion. From today forward, I will be known as Izuku. In about an hour or two, as Klarion walks off with Tikal to vandalize more of the temples of the gods of the Greek pantheon. As Ares walks out of his temple, feeling disrespected, I don't know who you are or why you're with that witch boy, but you're dead. Bring it then. Let's see what you got, God. And I use the title God loosely. Ares materializes a spear as he launches it towards Izuku. As he lunged it towards Izuku while holding on the spear, he was expecting his spear to go through the gut of his new opponent, only to see his spear to be stopped by one finger. What the hell? Fascinating. That's a interesting looking weapon you got there. As Izuku eyes start to glow red. Well, start to glow. As he shoots a black heat vision. Basically. The difference between a normal Kryptonian or an actual Kryptonian is the heat vision is red, but his is black. As his heat vision hit Ares in the chest, as he goes flying, Izuku grabbed onto the spear and yanked it out of his hands. Then he tossed the spear while Ares is in mid-flight. As the spear increased the momentum that Ares is increasing the momentum. Ares is going through several buildings in incredible speed in the inner parts of the city as Izuku calmly walks up to Ares throughout the city. While flying throughout the city with the spear against his chest, he grabbed the spear and slammed it into the ground, stopping his momentum. As he yanks the spear out of the ground and throw it right back at Izuku, only for him to catch it, then toss it to the side. As he rushed towards Ares and engage him in a hand-to-hand combat, using Kryptonian fighting style that he learned from General Zod when he looked through his memories. He knows all of his fighting techniques and strategies, the method of war. I've never understood violence myself, but I'm starting to like it. Show me more, God of War. As he continued to fight Ares, as he's learning, as he fight Ares, as he ran his fist into Ares' gut, as he grabbed onto his helmet and slammed him against a gas tanker truck, as the truck explode, as Ares gets thrown backwards into several cars. Ares got up and rushed towards Izuku and slammed his fist across his face as Izuku skid across the street. Ares slowly overwhelmed Izuku because he has far more experience when it comes to fighting. Then the entity knows that. that he's not going to do very well. So he forcefully grabbed Ares by the face, or the guard of his helmet, and opened a portal, and they both transport themselves to the Phantom Zone as he rammed his face into several of the rocks of the zone's rock structures. In the Phantom Zone, because Ares is a god, he maintains his physical form in the zone. What the hell? Where are we? What is this place? Kind of reminds me of Tartarus. Might be a god Ares. You might be the god of war, Ares, but you're in my domain. This is the Phantom Zone. This is this is where I'm the most powerful. You have no way to win this, Ares. Prepare yourself. As Izuku get in a Kryptonian fighting stance, as they block each other's attack, as their fists collide each other while making a shockwave, when their fists with their fists collided with their pure physical strength. But slowly but surely, Izuku is improving and learning while he fights Ares. While in the Phantom Zone, Ares shoot out some sort of energy projectiles out of his hand as Izuku does the same, shoot some sort of black energy out of his hands as both of their type of energy collide, making a humongous explosion. The Phantom Zone itself begins to shake from their clash, from the god and the Phantom Zone entity, known as Izuku now. Ares has a smile under his mask. He's quite enjoying this battle, even though he's quite upset over the Witch Boy's antics. By then, he switches armor back to black, using magic. Ares is even forming some some sort of respect towards the entity of the Phantom Zone. As they separated from their attack, what's your name, warrior? In this place, I am known in the unknown Kryptonian, but the name I took upon myself is Izuku. Well, Izuku, I might have a grudge against the witch boy, but you have earned my respect. Let's continue our battle. This is too much fun. As Ares rammed his knee into Izuku's stomach, as Izuku does the same, as Ares and Izuku punch each other at the same time, as they both go flying backwards. They both ram their fists into the ground, stopping their momentum. Back on planet Earth in Rome, as you see Klarion watching the Temple of Hera in flames, as you see the witch boy laughing with pure delight watching the temple burn down. As a portal opens up, as Ares goes flying towards the Temple of Hera, as Klarion see Izuku walk out. Oh, there you are. I take it you've been having fun? Yes, indeed, Klarion. I have learned a lot from the God of War. That's good. I think it's about time we bail. I'm a bit tired, and let's head back to my domain for a while. As he opens the portal up, as the both of them walk through, leaving Ares a bit disappointed that their fight is over. That's disappointing. Oh shit. I think Mother's going to be pissed. Her temples is completely totaled. Especially the old man's going to be furious over his temple. Well, I suppose I should stop the humongous statue of Father before the whole city is completely destroyed. As he materialized a spear, as he tossed the spear at the humongous statue, when the spear hit the statue, there was a bright flash of light as the humongous statue of Zeus begins to crumble. As Ares returned to Mount Olympus, when he got there, there was already having a meeting over the recent attack on their temples. The witch boy defile uses temples, Hera's Athena's, Hades, Poseidon, and a few other gods. It was a direct attack on all the gods of Mount Olympus. Welcome to my little home away from home. I created this place so I could lay my feet down once in a while. Izuku sees a floating black castle in a unknown realm. I thought we were going after the Justice League and Superman and Zod is his wife, Ursa. All good time, my friend. Be patient. They'll get what's coming to them. In the meanwhile, follow me. I would like your assistance with something. I think it's about time we paid Dr. Fate a little visit, but let's lay low for a little bit. Let's see what the Justice League's up to. As once they enter the castle, there's a humongous mirror. As Klarion tap it, as it shows an image of the Justice League fighting General Zod and his wife Ursa. So this is the Justice League. And the one with the giant S on his chest, that would be Superman. Or Kal-El. I've had some past dealing with the League and Young Justice. We'll get to them eventually, but I want to cause a little bit more chaos. As the image change to the Teen Titans Tower, I want to shift your attention to this. The Teen Titans. There's a girl that goes by the name Raven. I wish to release her father into the human realm. He goes by the name of Trigon. That girl's been a thorn in my side for quite some time now, alongside with Zatanna. Very well, I will wait. So what's our next step, Klarion? I must prepare a spell. I need you to fetch a few things for me on Earth. Here, catch. As he tossed a medallion to Izuku, as long as you have this medallion, you will have access to come and go in this realm as you wish. As the mirror shifts to a museum in Gotham City, there is an artifact in the museum that is very crucial for my spell that I'll be performing. I want you to fetch it for me. I'll be too occupied preparing the spell, so I can't do it myself. Very well, I'll fetch this artifact. What does it look like? It is an artifact that was created by Trigon himself. I was surprised when I located it in the human realm, in a museum of all places. It's a small red gemstone that holds great power. You did mention someone named Dr. Fate. What about him? We'll deal with him soon enough, my new friend. Very well, I will fetch this artifact for you. Excellent. See you soon. As Izuku used the medallion to open a portal out of Clarion's pocket dimension that he created himself, as he found himself in Gotham City on top of a building. So this is Gotham City. Looks interesting. While Izuku was exploring Gotham City, the medallion began to glow. The medallion itself couldn't sense the artifact. The nearby, the closer he gets, the brighter the medallion glows. As he makes his way through Gotham. By now, he's walking on the street in the dead of night. He felt something jump onto his shoulder as it's Tico. What are you doing here? As he hears Clarion's voice coming through the medallion. Can you hear me? Is this blasted thing working? I can hear you. Good. I sent my familiar as a guide. She knows where the location is. and she was very adamant to keep you company, so I allowed it. Tico has the ability to shift into her humanoid cat form at will. If you run into trouble, there might be a high possibility you might come across some resistance. There's a man that is known as Batman, one of the senior members of the League, and his little children that he recruits. Pretty much less. She's just insurance in case you run into any trouble. I'll get back. I'll let you get back to work. As Klarion breaks contact, well, Tico, looks like me and you are going to team up for a little while. As the cat simply meows, as Izuku rubs the cat behind the ear, as the cat rubs her face onto his cheek, as they continue their way throughout Gotham. Unknown to Izuku and Tico, someone did notice the two of them walking through the streets of Gotham. Talia Ghul just got done doing a contract for the League of Assassins. As she took notice of Izuku walking down the street with a cat on his shoulder, she found him odd, so she began to trail him. Izuku does have super hearing, but he's not really using it, so he doesn't know someone's been trailing him. He continued his path none the wiser. The moment he arrived at the museum, he immediately shot all of the guards outside the museum with his black heat vision, killing them instantly. Well, that's interesting. Is he some sort of Kryptonian? But I've never seen heat vision like that before. It's usually red, not black. Definitely intriguing. By the looks of him, he seems to be in his mid-20s. Alright, the rest of you, head back home. I'm going to watch this one. He's caught my eye. Understood, ma'am. As they all begin their way back home, to their home base, their little island, as Talia continues to watch Izuku enter the museum, she used the shadows to observe the new Kryptonian that she's never seen before. Izuku walked through the museum using his black heat vision, killing anyone that he come across. He calmly walks through the museum, even though they start shooting him with their guns. They simply bounce off of him. As he made his way further into the museum to find the artifact, while Tico never left her spot on his shoulder. Each time the bullet would go near Tico, he would catch the bullets with his hands, making sure the cat is unharmed. Izuku is unaware that Tico is Clarion's anchor to the physical realm. Talia was confused why someone with such strength would break into a museum, of all places. As Izuku finally located what he was after, as he sees a medium-sized pedestal, as the red gemstone is surrounded by red laser sensors. As Tico jumped off of his shoulder and made her way over to the pedestal, maneuver around the laser sensors, as she picks up the gemstone in her mouth and made her way back to Izuku and placed the gemstone in his hand. Good job, Tico. As Izuku scratched behind Tico's ear, as the cat purrs, he pulled out the medallion. As the portal opened up in the middle of the museum, even Talia was surprised of that. She watched Izuku and the odd cat walk through the portal as the portal closed right behind them. Quite interesting before, but now he became even more interesting. I wonder who you are, I guess there's only one way I guess I'm going to have to solve this little mystery. I'll be seeing you again, Kryptonian. You can count on that. Welcome back, my friend. Do you have it? That I do. As you toss it to Klarion. Excellent. Now the games can truly begin. As that's where we're going to cut it. Hope you guys have a good night and day, just judging by time zones, and I'll catch you in the next video.